Starbucks can't keep getting away with their horrible business practices. Recently, Starbucks released their exclusive Bearista cup, and we have all seen people going crazy on the internet for it. Listen, I'm irresponsible with money too, but the Bearista cup is just ugly. It is the ugliest merch I have ever seen released by Starbucks. Come on, people. $30 for a glass bear that can't even fit into your cup holder, and you're trampling people over it? It's not worth it. But what really pisses me off about Starbucks is that this is all just a ruse, a distraction from what they are actually doing. From union busting to child labor, Starbucks will keep getting away with this unless I educate you all and my friend Medz on why you shouldn't drink coffee at a subpar, rundown, adult ice cream chain shithole. First it was the Labubus, now it's the Bearista.
Bearista? What is a barista? Like the coffee shops?
It's a freaking glass bear holding a little Starbucks cup that's barely recognizable with a little beanie on top. I hate consumerism. I'm so done.
Says the one who buys plushies the minute they come out. And also, it's a freaking cup. Why do you care so much? I already stopped caring about Starbucks like months ago.
Bro, I am so frustrated with how people go feral over this. And yes, I am in the consumerism hole myself. I'm a Sanrio girly through and through. But at least Sanrio's cute. At least there's thought put into the design. There was no thought put into this Bearista cup. Because you know what? Starbucks doesn't put thought into anything besides union busting and war crimes.
Wait, what? Are you not going to explain that at all?
No, I am, because I'm so done. I need to rip up Starbucks like the frickin' chew toy it is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so sorry, Starbucks, if you're hearing this, because, Robyn apparently hates you. I mean, she is a Dunkin' girly, so I would expect it.
It's even beyond that. Even if Dunkin' Donuts didn't exist, I would rather drive 8 hours to Canada to drink at their frickin' Tim Hortons or whatever the hell they have than to ever drink at a Starbucks again.
See, I'm in a great position because I'm going to be so real. Any coffee that's from Starbucks is trash. Okay, because I like my coffee, as the purists would say, black. Okay, Americano. I don't really drink I don't drink coffee with milk in it or sugar. I just prefer it straight up, which is why I go for espressos, like actual espressos that I make at home. I might be a little bit of a coffee nerd. What can I say? a little bit of a hipster action.
You're a little pretentious for this.
All I'll say is I don't drink Starbucks coffee anyways. Even if I buy the beans, they taste like ass.
So I did, and I like Starbucks a lot, especially when I was in college. It was especially high school and college, it was cool to be the Starbucks girl. And I think Starbucks did this great job at its branding and its marketing, which, you know what? I think I should just start there and keep rolling forward, because Starbucks was once great and then fell so far and so hard. It's just saddening.
I have heard Starbucks was good back in the day when it first was a thing. Explain. I think you've done the research. Let me take a look-see.
It was great back in Seattle. It was this cute little coffee shop in Seattle, all ritzy and nice, but still has that hometown feel. And I also found this out during my research. The name Starbucks is inspired by Moby Dick.
Moby?
That what? I did not know.
Is that why the logo is like a hot mermaid lady? Because he was thinking about the ocean?
I don't know. I have never read Moby Dick once. The only thing that I know is that the sperm whale is some sort of metaphor. But besides that, I have no clue.
I've already moved on for a Moby Dick. I've moved on to the next chapter, Moby Huge. Much more riveting tale.
Moby Huge?
Don't look into it. I promise you will not find what you're looking for. Or maybe you will.
Okay. Now I need to know what Moby Huge is, but we're going to move on from there. So, we have this wonderful little coffee shop in Seattle, and someone realizes its potential. And this is our man, the myth, the legend.
Old White Man!
Old White Man. Oh, I forgot his name. I'm going to be straight up.
Wow,
Let me just-
wow, so
let me just
prepared
go
for your presentation.
Howard Schultz. I'm sorry, but look at him. Howard is just generic white man. He is just generic white man. I am not paid enough to remember this man. All I remembered that was that he was from New York. That was what really stuck out to me. This man is New York man. Like, he looks like he literally is just walking around Wall Street in, like, New York City.
I can
He's
imagine
in the
him.
business district.
I can imagine
Literally
him,
with his
100%.
little briefcase
Yep.
and his old fuck ass 80s phone.
And then he bumps
telling
into
his
somebody. He's like, "Come
secretary-
on!" And then he walks away. You know, that's the perfect white New Yorker right there.
I wasn't thinking the come on part. I was thinking like Wolf of Wall Street-esque, but
Hey, you know, I'm talking on the phone here. I got a big business deals to close. Can you, like, you know, shut the fuck up? I'm busy. That's the kind of vibe I'm expecting from him.
Yes, very much those vibes. So Howard Schultz, on a business trip in Seattle, he discovers Starbucks. And he just falls in love with the concept. He is like, you know what? Starbucks? I think Starbucks has something going on. But it wasn't fully there yet. Like, he invested in Starbucks, but he wasn't fully there yet. Until he took a trip to Italy. And there in Italy, he enjoyed the coffee there. He enjoyed the scenery.
And he found a hot Italian wife.
He was like, exactly. He took his lover from Seattle and now was inspired by the beautiful coffee shops in Italy. And our boy Howard did what any New Yorker would do.
Capitalize
He'd say,
on it.
Why have one when I could have two?
Oh, Howard Schultz, you dirty dog.
So what Howard Schultz did from there was he combined the prestige and ritz of the Italian cafe and this calming effect with the very more like Americanized, simple at-home coffee shop feel to make the Starbucks that we know and are slowly losing love in today.
Wow. I'm sure a lot of sweaty underage workers built that because I'm sure they love to exploit labor.
Wow, I don't like how you're jumping ahead of my presentation.
Well, I know
I'm
about
really
this,
trying
okay? It
to
makes
make
headlines
sure-
when Starbucks pisses off the next, like, group of people for valid reason. Like, I mean, I've seen it, okay? They're not the best, which is why I kind of agree with you. They are kind of ass, but, like...
Before I get into it, I just want to lightly glance over the pros. Because combining the allure of his inspirations, he created what ended up becoming a really nice third space for people. People would go there and bring their laptops to work. Students would go there to study and meet people. People would go there for first dates and little chit chats. Starbucks was sort of the place to be. And even if the prices were a little higher than other coffee shops, at the end of the day, it was still reasonable for most people, and people were ultimately interested in it. But since you want to jump ahead, let's get to the issue list.
Yeah!
First issue, most iconic issue, union busting. Starbucks can't stop union busting to save its life. Frickin' Starbucks sees a union and stomps on it like a little ant. It sees it like a little fly in the house and it's like, ooh, kill it.
Unions? Pfft, never in my life have I ever heard of a union. That's why we bust them all. If we don't know what it is, we kill it.
Ooh, that's why we bust them off.
That's why we bust them off. I got bills to pay and no necessary bullshit with unions. I don't give a fuck.
And it's like so impossible for Starbucks people to get proper wages, to get proper benefits. It's barely possible for Starbucks to follow labor laws. And they don't like put their foot down with any of the like extended branches that are participating in these activities. They're pretty much well known for poor working conditions and just like not supporting their staff like whatsoever. And then the moment that they try to say, hey, Starbucks, we really don't like this. Could you just be a little nicer to us? They're like,
no, we hate you. drink our coffee and like it. Now that'll be 30 cents for an extra vanilla pump.
Literally, if they even sniff a union, they'll just fire the employees, which is highly illegal.
Is that actually what they do? Wait, don't they have like, isn't there like an actual like barista union in Starbucks, and like they will fight for like better benefits? Like they did win a couple times, didn't they? Like they were even suggesting to be a what do they call it? What kind of organization is it where every person kind of has a say in the company? Co-op, I think.
A democracy? Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's like every person on the company or every person that works there has like a big say. Like they want to. That's how big Starbucks is. They have a democracy of baristas.
Yeah, they continually fire and punish employees for unionizing.
Yeah, because we all hate unions. Am I right?
Constantly throwing them out the window. Oh wow! I guess they went to the Supreme Court. Did not even realize it.
Yeah, Robyn, what research have you committed? I think this is clear to me. What? This is defamatory in nature now.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean it's defamatory? I think you literally just showed really you upset. The proof.
I think you're just really pissed off that people are enjoying a little barista in their like free time. How much is it? Like $10? Like I'm sure it's fine.
You know what? No. It is not. It is not even $10 at the source.
20?
It is a $30 cup. But that's a little tidbit.
The Starbucks tax is real.
Let's just get to the next issue. The fact that they freaking fund wars across seas.
Oh yeah.
I do not care what is happening where else in the world as our world is currently burning. I'm gonna be straight up. There's only so many fucks I can give. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna support company that is also funding very terrible things around the world. And Starbucks likes to say, we never ever contributed to military operations in other countries. But what Starbucks doesn't realize, it's like, no, we're not talking about you directly, Starbucks. We're talking about your investors. The people you invest in and lobby for as a company. These are the people who are like, what if we bomb a small foreign nation? And it's just like, dude, stop. Just make me my freaking frappuccino.
I'm sure there's like some deep, dark secret government agency called the Coffee Coalition, where Mr. Howard Schultz comes on down to all the political leaders of the world and says, we must abuse the children for free labor.
Oh, that's the next point. Whoa! Oh! I said borderline slave labor because it depends on which article you read. Sometimes it's poor working conditions. Sometimes it's showing straight up slave labor. They do not even treat their farmers right. The people who are actually making these low quality coffee beans that you don't even want to drink.
What do you mean? I mean, yeah, because like they all taste like garbage, okay? Like, I'm sorry, wherever you're getting your beans from, you guys need to stop being mean to the coffee farmers because the product shows. That's why you gotta dump all your coffee with milk, sugar, and like whatever the fuck nuts you come inside it. I don't know what those baristas do behind the bar of the coffee.
Dude, I would start going to Starbucks if they started nutting.
Of course you would. Of course you fucking would. Like, can I please get a free facial while you're at it?
I think I've seen a video like that.
No. Are you talking about the one guy with his pants down, like that one, the freaking gooner that was in the drive-thru? Probably not.
No. I'm not talking those kinds of videos, Medz.
Listen, can you blame a guy who got confused considering the person you are?
Yeah, I can, because you know the person I am. I think you could guess the two colors involved when I say videos.
I almost said it too. I almost said it out loud. I can't admit my degeneracy. I can't admit that I'm a degenerate.
I will have to say it was a good video.
All I'm gonna say though is Starbucks still is horrible. So is there any more issues that the people have?
This isn't even scratching the surface. There is more to come.
They bury children in their coffee.
Next,
I knew it.
High prices. They already started with high prices. But the appeal was, when they first started, was like, it was high prices, but it was higher quality compared to what you could get elsewhere. But you know what? With inflation, it's only getting worse. Like, $6 for a freaking croissant is ridiculous if you're getting the food. Or like $8 for fancy like adult like juice. Like it's just, it's getting exponential at this point. And especially now at this point, Starbucks has some major competitors. There's Luckin Coffee, which is currently in New York City and is really taking off. And it's a Chinese competitor that offers high quality $1 coffees.
You know, it's really interesting you say that, because wasn't there like a Chinese restaurant recently that like was going super crazy, super big, and they provided a lot of food, like buffet style, and then they were found to have the worst quality food known to man because they were like saying our quality is good.
This is genuinely high quality coffee.
Where do you get the bean from? I must geolocate the bean location.
You're gonna geolocate Luckin Coffee bean?
If those beans are not grown in the middle of Argentina, I will scream.
Why Argentina?
Argentina makes good coffee beans, okay? I like my Argentinian coffee beans. Shout out to all the Argentinians listening, okay? You guys make good fucking coffee beans.
I hear like more common places like Colombia.
Trash. Don't ever bring up Colombia again.
Damn.
Don't ever bring up Colombia. They're good for white powder, but not the brown powder, okay?
Oh my god.
Get out of here with Colombia.
That is.
But Peru, though. Peru is also really good.
I keep realizing that I confuse Colombia with Cuba because I almost said, but they have really good cigars.
And they have a lot of missiles, but, you know, it might be a crisis.
Fidel Castro's not there anymore. He's dead.
I know, but I like to think he lives in my spirit, okay?
You know, I love that
cigars.
During a video about Starbucks, we're bringing up Fidel Castro.
Honestly, he matches the coloring for it.
It's on the high prices section. It's on the high prices.
I can totally see Fidel Castro walking into a Starbucks and creating a huge ruckus. Like, I'm sure we can AI that any day. We just get Fidel Castro going in to get
a huge ruckus, as in everyone's like, oh my gosh, look everyone, it's Fidel Castro. Why is he alive? Or do you think he's gonna make a ruckus Fidel Castro style where he like throws people on the floor at Starbucks and beats them up?
That was exactly what I was thinking. He would take some of these fucking random baristas and take them as prisoners of war because they got their order wrong. And also because he paid $8, and back then that's like $500.
Wait, why are we assuming he's attacking the Starbucks baristas? Maybe he's a part of the Starbucks union.
He's a union guy. I can see it.
When a Karen comes to the counter, he just takes them hostage and like beats them up.
And then JFK walks in and says, "I'm in the wrong building," and then walks out.
And then nukes the building.
No, he doesn't get that far.
No, yeah, you're right.
Unfortunately.
I don't know. That side of history was a blur. After the 1850s, I didn't really care anymore.
Yeah, it was like a part of history. Like it's like as you said, it's like there's only so much you can give a shit about. And after like the 1800s, it was like it's too much. Like there's too much to keep in mind. So I was just like forget everything else.
Let's get back.
Yeah, sorry. High
keep
prices.
Going from Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro is very angry.
High prices, and at the end of the day, there are other areas where you can get their coffee. The second issue is what I have been told by an ex is that Starbucks is just adult ice cream, which that's not even an issue for me because I do love clapping in the morning whenever I get like my like Dunkin' order and just be like, oh yes, adult ice cream. I'm so happy I have adult ice cream. But it is like a real thing where like the girlies will sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I only drink coffee, but like I'm not losing any weight. And like they're not getting like a black coffee. Because I know I'm not getting a black coffee. I hate the taste of coffee. I'm a tea girly through and through. Tea bags I could like literally eat if you let me. But like when it comes
just
to
munch
coffee,
on it.
Bro, black tea, when I make black tea, I get like the tiniest little teacup possible and I put in 2 tea bags of Earl Grey and just let that shit stew before like I don't even shotgun it. I want to taste it. So I sip it like whiskey and I just enjoy and I just go, delicious bitter taste.
See.
But coffee, I can't do that. Coffee objectively tastes bad.
Because it is such a specific way to make it. Okay, tea is easy. You just put the water in and then you just throw the bag in for a couple minutes and you're done. Okay, you boil
because
the
they
water.
have to be boiled at certain temperatures depending on the tea leaves. You dickhead!
It's easy.
No,
you literally, my kettle literally has options to pick between Earl, black, and green tea if I really wanted to. Okay, it's
because at the
super
end of the day,
easy.
they all brew at different temperatures.
Exactly, but for coffee, you have to get the right grind size. You got to get the right beans. Sometimes some beans prefer lower pressure versus higher pressure. Listen, there's a science to the coffee making. Okay, why do you think baristas are such snobs?
Because they're fuck asses.
Exactly, but they're
like
fuck asses that
managers.
make good ass coffee. So I respect the coffee. Anyways, I do agree.
Yeah.
If you drink any Starbucks coffee in the morning and not wonder why you're losing weight, maybe look at the fucking calories and the amount of sugar they throw in that. Because holy fuck, I don't understand how people can drink coffee like just a venti caramel macchiato in the morning and be like, yes, I'm energized. Bro, I want to take a nap after I would drink that.
Bro, I want to take a nap after I drink any coffee. I'm gonna be straight up.
That's why they should all go to Bang Energy. Go buy some Celsius, okay? At this point, that's kind of what they're doing. Go after the Alanis. I know you girlies love your Alanis.
Oh, did you hear about the new one that
the
Monster's
Witch's Brew?
putting out? Flirt?
Flirt?
Yeah, Flirt. That's gonna be the latest one.
What is Flirt Monster energy drink? Wait,
yeah, so Monster's
what?
making a girly energy drink, even though the girls already drink Monster.
That is so goofy. What? We love our women's energy drink. How is this gonna help a woman? Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm just stuck on a question. The marketing. Think about Starbucks.
Yes, we're refocus on Starbucks. We can't be busy criticizing Fidel Castro and Monster Energy while we're trying to talk about Starbucks.
Casual Doodle Heads topics, okay?
Fidel Castro.
That's why you gotta subscribe if you want to hear more about the Fidel Castro lore. We'll just make more fanfics of the Fidel Castro.
It's better than the one episode where we talk about Gabe Newton and him making love to ghosts. That was a total upturn.
Gabe Newell, I think you mean, but
Newell,
okay.
Newton?
You said
I don't
Gabe
know. All
Newton,
these white people have the same names.
Okay. Well, how about this white person explain to me what else is wrong with Starbucks?
The last and final thing wrong with Starbucks is their fuck-ass consumerism. The Bearista wasn't the first one. There have been so many times where they have had exclusive cups that people end up fighting for. And they make so many exclusive cups. Like, there's at least 10 new exclusive cups per season, and so many of them aren't even bought, and the ones that are bought end up in like these giant collections that all these white PTA moms have that end up filling up like an entire cabinet just for it. But the Bearista is the epitome of Starbucks's problem with consumerism and trends.
Okay, but is it as bad as like the Stanley Cup shit? Like, is it really as bad as that?
Bro, it's bad.
Oh, what the fuck? Uh-oh.
And I have to say this right here, right now. I'm so fucking disappointed in you, New Jersey. Why did we make it on the headlines of the news? People fighting over a Starbucks Bearista cup in the great state of New Jersey. You disgust me. You disgust me.
News 12 New Jersey was running a little slow today. Okay, Robyn, we can't always get home runs here.
Because you know what this makes me think of? When people were fighting over Labubu's in like England, in like London, where it's like, okay, yeah, the British are weird. Let's all point and laugh at them. And if this happened in the South, you know what? The South are goofy. Let's point and laugh. If it happened in California, you know what? There's a lot of wackos in California. It was bound to happen. New Jersey, get your shit together.
First Fidel Castro, then now New Jersey. Always going off topic, Robyn.
No, this is on topic. These screenshots are from a Starbucks in New Jersey.
Oh!
In New Jersey, we went viral because two people duked it out at a Starbucks over this stupid cup. Because you want to know what? Some locations only had 4 versions of this cup because they're trying to push this false scarcity mindset. And the issue is that they might even have less because the employees were allowed to buy it beforehand, and some of them didn't have a cap on how many they could buy beforehand. So someone might take 2 out of the 4 Starbucks Barista cups, and then there's only actually 2 for sale. And when you have 30 people online trying to get the 2 cups, of course people are going to start fist fighting for it. Because you know what? There's too many psychos in the world who don't understand that there's bigger problems than something that you could get in the grocery store baking section and poke a straw in it.
See, Robyn, I think there's 2 issues here that I think you're not seeing. Okay, the first issue is looking at the picture, right, of the teddy bears being stolen. I think most of these people are just thinking that it's the next big thing because it's a Starbucks exclusive. And they're like, I'm going to sell this on eBay for $30 to $40. Oh boy, I'm about to make a $10 profit. I feel like that's like half of anything that's like popular is just people scalping and reselling because they think it's important and scarce. But also, I think the other issue is that all this shit really, I feel like, is just the lowest common denominator of entertainment for most people. I think some people just love to gamble and throw their lives at random things that have no meaning besides brand. And this is just one of those things.
Absolutely. I think at the end of the day, too, before getting into a lot of that, I think the Bear Cup is straight up ugly. I do think it's ugly.
I wouldn't call it ugly.
Is it just me? No, is it just me, or does it look AI generated? Like, look at the first picture especially. This first picture, to me, looks AI generated.
Ooh.
When I saw this, I assumed it was a fake article because it just looks like almost way too polished. And especially if you look around the cup area, that's not defined enough. So I've always assumed that this, like when this controversy first came about, I assumed it was AI generated and it was like a fake scalper story. I didn't believe it.
I mean, I could see it with the AI thing, but I also just feel like I think I don't have enough pictures, and I guess I got to see it in person if I were to do it. Also, the design is like literally just 3 dots and a line. Like besides like the actual mold, it's just 3 dots and a line. I really can't see how it's like anything more complicated and ugly than that.
I think it's ugly because it's so basic. Like, at least with the Labubus. I went feral and hated the Labubus. And I still hate the Labubus. But at the end of the day, the Labubus had a creative, unique look. It had a look like nothing else on the market. This literally looks like the typical, like, honey jar that you get at any grocery store.
This is like a home goods purchase right now. Like, this is a straight up clearance home goods purchase.
It literally looks like a clearance home goods purchase. That is the best way to put it. And the thing that is really killer about it is this doesn't even fit in a cup holder. People are buying this Starbucks Bearista and they're not able to take it with them.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they just got some random Temu ass design.
Yeah, they got some Alibaba design, ordered 500 of it, 3D printed stupid little hats and put Starbucks on them and called it a day. And you know what? They're going for freaking thousands of dollars on eBay.
50K? Bro, that is not even worth like $20. Why are you selling this for 50? Okay, at least it wasn't sold.
This thing costs $30 in Starbucks, not including tax, knowing New Jersey sales tax. It's going to be even more.
Man, look at you complaining about tax like a true capitalist.
You know what? That is the one thing we all complain about in New Jersey is the god freaking taxes. But at the end of the day, the lowest prices that you are seeing on eBay for this cup is $300. There is a TikTok of a girl who was in the Starbucks and she was trying to get the cup and another girl got the cup and she went up to the girl and was like, I have $300 right now. They're yours if you give it the cup to me. And of course the girl was like, hell fucking yeah, took the $300 and gave the girl the cup so that she could buy it. It's insane. And it's not cute enough. It's not cute enough. It's not unique enough. And it's a freaking It's oh my gosh, you can't use it. You can't put it in a cup holder. It's made of glass, so you got to be careful where you place it. And looking at the top alone, I know that shit leaks like crazy. I know that shit is gonna get all over your car the moment it tips over. And your car is gonna smell like your double caramel espresso shot.
Hey, Robyn, I think you just need to breathe for a second. You know, you're getting pent up over, let's just be real here, a piece of shit. Okay, I feel like you're getting upset. You know, maybe to calm you down, everyone should like the video. You know, just like the video, because Robyn does get a little angry at things like these. So hitting the like button would make her feel a little bit better. You know, just doing her a solid. She's crying. Do you really want her to cry?
I can't even with this. Like, what the fuck?
It's okay, Robyn. Everyone watching and listening liked the video. Okay, don't you worry. Everyone's feeling a lot better now. Everyone, see, we're okay.
Like, I appreciate you guys liking the video, but like, I hope you were all just as distressed as I am over this and losing your faith in humanity.
Listen.
This is not cute enough to punch people over.
It's okay. You know what? At least I have a little faith because nobody actually purchased the 20 and 50K bear jar thing. So what I'm hearing is there's hope. There is hope.
Yet.
There is hope because even for me, the Gamergate of Black Ops 7, horrible game, horrible campaign, and it's mediocre. And I'm so glad it's doing so bad. So you know what, Robyn? You reap what you sow. You make slop, you will receive only slop in return. So I think right now, this is where the way things are turning. Things are turning, Robyn. Okay,
I think that's the best way
we have
to
Dutch
describe
Bros.
Starbucks is that it is a shell of what it is. It is not a third space for people to hang out anymore. They're constantly dirty and messy and not functional. And I can't even blame the workers because you don't pay and compensate these poor workers properly for what they go through. And like, come on, Starbucks. But you know what? I have honestly given up on Starbucks. And I think at the end of the day, I look at Starbucks and I look what it's become. This dirty place with employees that don't care. And like, you can sit down, but it's a little uncomfortable sitting down there because people give you weird looks. Like, why are you sitting there? And you know what? If I wanted to go through all that, I just go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my god, this was all, I knew this was propaganda. I knew this was some form of like switcheroo.
It's not.
I knew this was
not
too
propaganda
sus.
though.
You are
it's
a
not
Dunkin'
propaganda
Donuts
though.
fiend, okay? And the fact that you got this as your next slide, all nice and pretty, just says it all.
Because you know what?
You're
Starbucks
biased.
is just Dunkin' Donuts. It's just Dunkin' Donuts, but millennial gray. That's all Dunkin' Donuts is nowadays.
Damn. That's all Dunkin' Donuts is?
No, that's all what Starbucks.
She admitted it.
I'm getting them confused because you know what? They're practically the same.
Oh yes. Okay, well you know what? I will say, based off of what you told me with Starbucks, it started off higher than Dunkin', but now it is just matching its level. But the fact is that you still are a Dunkin' fiend when Dunkin' is, I would argue, worse at times.
What do you mean? But the thing is that Dunkin' Donuts doesn't try to pretend to be ritzy. Like, I go into a Dunkin' knowing that the teenager across the counter is going to be so mad at me when I ask for a custom order. I go into Dunkin' Donuts with my laptop knowing people are gonna look at me and be like, what the fuck is this bitch doing her work at the local Dunkin' Donuts? What does she think this is? A Starbucks? And it's like, I go into the Dunkin' Donuts knowing that I'm taking a risk every time I get a drink. But you know what? At least I know that. When I go to Starbucks, I have hope. You go into a Dunkin' and you know what you're getting into. It is the true epitome of purgatory. When we all die, and my best bet is I get into purgatory if I don't go into hell. And when I go into purgatory, I know it is going to be a Dunkin' Donuts at 3 p.m.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Between Dunkin' and Starbucks, who usually has the better Wi-Fi from your personal experience? No bias included. You cannot be biased here.
I'm going to be straight up. I don't know if I've ever been in a Dunkin' Donuts with Wi-Fi.
You're just hotspotting it?
Yeah, that's what I do. I have like a pretty much like a fake hotspot that like I don't even know where I got it from. I'm probably stealing someone's like
or you just have some
plan.
illegal tech or something. I don't know what you've got. You've got
I don't
an
know.
EMP
I have
jammer
my
apparently.
hands on it, and that's what I use as my hotspot. And I just bring that to my local Dunkin' Donuts because even though it doesn't have Wi-Fi, at the very least, it has a solid data connection.
Well, you know what? I can't even get mad at that. That is just beyond interesting. But okay, fine. Well, what else is there to really think about with Dunkin'? Like, I get it. Dunkin' and Starbucks are similar, but at the same time, it's like both of them are trash.
You
both
know
of them are
what?
terrible.
I have to say, Dunkin' has better collectibles. I think Dunkin' has better collectibles than Starbucks. Starbucks, it's always the cups. For me, if you are a frequent watcher, you know that I like collecting the Starbucks Dunkin' Donut baskets. And I don't even like Wicked. Because also, if you know me from this podcast, I fucking hate Ariana Grande. But you know what? I might not like Wicked. I might not like Ariana Grande, but I love collecting Dunkin' Donuts like containers, and I got the new Wicked container, and it's gonna be my new makeup container just because it's like so adorable and so well thought out, and it's multifunctional. There's only so many things you can do with a cup, but a container, you can turn it into anything. You could put makeup inside it. You can get more munchkins and put it inside.
Badass
you
moment.
can put sewing supplies and be the grandmother of your dreams. Literally all of my Dunkin' containers are my beauty supplies. They're all in my beauty corner. And right now, I have all 4 buckets. I have both Halloween versions. I have the Easter version, and I have the summer version. And now I have the Wicked tin. I have started collecting these since day 1, and they have been such a useful addition to my life. I've used to collect Starbucks cups. And you know what? They end up doing nothing. Because I have so many cups. And honestly,
you can use a
most
cup
of the
like a
Starbucks
container.
cups are no, but like that's like
put
just
some
stupid.
stuff,
It's
you
not
can put some
container
pens.
shaped.
All I'm hearing is wah wah wah. I hate Starbucks. I only like Dunkin' because I'm a Dunkin' queen. That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing bias
you
after
know why
bias
I like
after
Dunkin'?
bias.
Because I hate Starbucks. My hatred for
But
Starbucks
you said, Robyn,
came before my
you
love
did
for
say
Dunkin'.
you don't like consumerism, and all I'm hearing is you actively engaging in the competitor's
But
consumerism.
it's better At least it's not this
Convince
fucking
me.
AI generated
Convince me. Do a side-by-side comparison of Dunkin' and Starbucks merch, and I will decide just by visuals if it is actually hype or not. Because I would rather go to a fucking Toys R Us and buy something than go buy any merch from either of these places. There's no way the Dunkin' merch is any better than Starbucks's.
Let's compare their Wicked merch. Because this is a line where they have both shared their items.
Okay, what exactly is the Wicked one?
So these are the Wicked cups. And you know what? I did like this middle one here. This middle one is a little cute. It's popping off. But that's like really about it. They're all like sort of this same thing. I hate this color palette. They have this Emerald City cup. They do the cups as well. But if you look, it's just all cups. It's just all cups. We go to Dunkin'. We have this beautiful, glorious Munchkin tin. We have little cup sleeves. We have straw toppers. We have these cups, which I think are objectively cuter than the equivalent here.
Robyn, hold up. Robyn, those look so bad. What are you talking about?
Mean?
They look like little plastic thermoses. Like something I would take myself to lunch with. And the Wicked...
And this looks better?
Yeah, there's... Like, my personal opinion, I like wearing shit where it doesn't show the name of like the thing that you're representing. Like,
what do you mean? Starbucks literally did that.
No. But the options here is the green and the black and the pink. It's a cool mix. But then you got Dunkin'. It's like wicked. Yeah, that's what you came for.
What do you mean? They literally did the same thing. I think the gradient is way better looking than this back and forth green and pink. Green and pink. This is lazy. The gradient is pretty. Do I think they could have had a little more of a design? Maybe. But you know what? The Starbucks cups cost way more. This Dunkin's cup, $22. The Starbucks
it's $8 cheaper. I would rather pay the extra $8 for a cool steel straw and a steel tumbler.
No, they are way more than that. $34.
Depending on the I would never buy either.
If you get this fucking tiny ass one, yeah.
If I were to make a choice, I might have to pick Starbucks. Robyn, I think you have caught the fattest of L's today, Robyn.
No.
Let the viewers I would love to see if I'm not the
$34.
Okay.
$10
But
more.
at least it looks cooler. If we're going by pure coolness factor, this looks cooler. Like, come on.
Well,
it's like a big
there were some
potion.
designs that are cooler, but they're the more expensive ones. And my point with Dunkin' is it's not just the fucking cups. Look at the other things you can get. There's little koozies. There's the tin that I'm going to be putting my makeup in. There's the straw toppers. There's more than these cups. Dunkin' gives us variety.
You know what the merch of the Dunkin' reminds me of? It reminds me of those like little gifts you would get in school. Like if you were to go to the principal's office and grab a little gift from their little desk. You know, those crappy toys. Or the school store, you know, those old schools, the school stores. Like the Scholastic Book Fair kind of vibes. Yeah, that's where I think I would get these from.
Wow.
The tin's nice though.
Okay.
I'll give the tin that. I do like the tin. Really nice. I do like the tin.
The tin is good. I do agree. I'm not a fan of the toppers. I do like the koozies. I think the koozies are very, very cute. And if I was into Wicked, I'd like this cup. But honestly, this is also their merch from last year, not this year.
Okay.
You can't even get this. Right now.
Okay, you know what? That is valid, very valid. But I will say that no matter what, I will never buy Dunkin' or Starbucks because there are so many better coffee shops out there than just those two. I'm not even talking about local. I mentioned before, Dutch Bros is gas. If you have a Dutch Bros near you, I actually fuck with them hard, okay? They make some good drinks. Second, Tim Hortons in Canada. Holy fuck. I talked about it in the Canada episode, but I don't give a hell. I don't give a rat's flying ass. That is if you talk about cheap coffee, that is cheap coffee. $1 coffees.
I am physically attracted to this blue one here.
That's what I'm telling you, Robyn. Dutch Bros hits different.
But I don't have a Dutch Bros near me.
Then you know when you come to Florida, I will show you a Dutch Bros.
I think you're gonna need to do that because I think I need to meet the love of my life that's on the right over here.
Oh, don't you worry. You will find more than just the love of your life. You will find a posse of drinks. I remember my boy Eddie Gar, when he was staying with me, we were hanging out for a couple weeks. Or a couple days, he took me to Dutch Bros for the first time, and he's like, "Dude, you need to try the banana cream pie shake." And I'm just like, cream pie, buddy. Okay, you're a weird one. I see you.
It's a little forward.
You little freak, Bob. I see you. But I'm like, all right, fuck it, we'll try it. And we drive all the way down there. I drink this drink, and at first I was like a little confused, and I was like,
"This is my gender."
Candied cherry rebel.
This is my gender.
I sexually identify as a candied cherry. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Look at these are so pretty.
See, Dunkin'. I'm telling you, Robyn. I'm exposing you to true craftsmanship of drinks. Forget Dunkin', Robyn. Dutch Bros is your homie now.
Honestly, you want to know what it really reminds me of? That's sort of gone now.
What?
Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Sonic.
This reminds me more of a Sonic equivalent than a Dunkin' equivalent. That I will say.
This is definitely true because Dutch Bros, I believe, is only drive-thru. They actually don't have dine-in. It's a small building, and it's only the workers that are able to go inside and do their thing.
Yeah. That I don't like. See,
but I also think it's
at least
kind of,
at
I don't give
Dunkin'
a fuck
Donuts,
though.
I can sit down.
But like, I don't, okay, like here's another thing. I have gone to multiple coffee shops and like that is way more appealing to go to a random coffee shop than go to like a Dunkin' or Starbucks. Like I think going to a nice coffee shop, even if you don't buy anything and you just loiter, is a way better experience. In my humble opinion. Do you know the amount of coffee shops I found when I was in Texas? I went to this Yemenese one. I got some like Yemen coffee. Never had it before. Turkish coffee.
Yemen coffee. You know what though? I have a Spanish coffee shop near me, and I like that best. I know Yemen. I think I've had Yemen. Actually, no. I've had Yemen lemonade from like a Yemen coffee shop. But the lemonade was, oh my gosh, that was so good. I would have let that lemonade make love to me.
That's what I'm saying, Robyn. So I think you need to just learn to let go of the corporate brands. Okay, Robyn, you're still getting swept up in consumerism.
I shop locally when I can.
But I'm just saying.
But I can't promote my local coffee shops without doxing myself.
It's okay, Robyn.
And as much as I do want a stalker, I want to at least play hard to get.
I will say, I know you can do better. Okay, you could do better, Robyn. You could break free from the foundation of big coffee. Okay, you don't need to be around big coffee anymore.
I literally said that I go to local coffee places.
I know. But what I'm telling you is, fuck Dunkin' and Starbucks.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay, maybe I'll fuck Dunkin'.
No, not that way, Robyn. You freak.
No.
I know you.
No.
They got
Dunkin',
holes, not dicks. Sorry.
Well, you know what? You can rub some holes together.
She's gonna touch the munchkins in a very inappropriate way. She's gonna grab those munchkins and maybe squeeze a little too hard. Perhaps maybe consume
You're making
one.
it sound like I'm in the Epstein files. Don't word it like that.
I mean, you said it, not me.
I know you said that I am putting munchkins in inappropriate places. I said there's nothing wrong with holes touching. I made it a Yuri fan fiction. You're making it Epstein file worthy.
I just said munchkins. Okay, that's what they're called. Do you prefer Timbits?
What?
That's what Tim Hortons calls their munchkins, like their little donut holes. They call them Timbits.
Well, Canadians aren't real. Fuck them.
I mean, I don't think they're unreal. I think they're unreally just happy. Like, you know, they just live better lives than us. But yeah, like, that's Timbits. Robyn, before you say anything.
These look undercooked.
Robyn, trust me when I say this. The Timbits are god tier. I've never tasted a better like a little donut hole in my life. They need
to be in the fry. They look undercooked.
You're looking at a bad picture. These are homemade. I was going to say, you're looking at a recipe. That's the real stuff. Yeah.
I don't know.
Those are just munchkins, Robyn. Don't let your consumerist loyal brain of Dunkin' sway you any further. Timbits.
I just think America does it best.
Robyn,
I'm thinking America does it best. And if I want munchkins, I'm going to
listen, Robyn, I'll tell you this right now. We do not do munchkins the way you think we do. Okay, maybe Krispy Kreme could compete. I think Krispy Kreme, I would say, if I were to put it in a tier list.
Krispy Kreme's like, okay, it's just not available enough. And
that's what I mean. Timbits are so available. Okay, his bits are everywhere. Tim makes sure his bits never leave. Okay, just like Chef's salted chocolate balls, Tim is there and it tasty. Okay. That's all I'm saying. No Starbucks can compete with that. Like the cake pops, like those are trash. I hate cake pops. I
do agree. The Starbucks cake pops are awful. The only food I will ever get at Starbucks, I do miss when they had the turkey sage pastry. That was good when the employees warmed it up right. But the only thing that I get now is the ham and Swiss croissant. And that's just because, like, I'm ordering from Starbucks. If I'm not ordering from Starbucks, I'm just gonna go to Dunkin' because they have a better ham and Swiss croissant.
You know, I do think about it now. I do think Starbucks is better than Dunkin' for only one reason, and it's a very personal reason, my bias, because that's the day I met Darman, was in a Starbucks. I forgot about this story.
Yeah, but that was probably when Starbucks was still good.
Well, this is back in LA. This is like 2020. So it was still shit, regardless.
So, like, while it was still, like, sort of good, because it was post-COVID that Starbucks really went downhill.
Oh, yeah. So it was at the right at the peak, or I guess you could say, like, beginning of the trough for the downhill. But all I know is that I met Darman in a Starbucks once, and that was a cool experience. So I will never forget that, because Starbucks did that for me. Starbucks was the reason I saw that. I get Seth Darman,
Well,
my hero.
I guess good for frickin' you. But you know what? I think celebrities are gonna start going to Dunkin' now.
Okay, wait. Let's make a list. Okay, so we know. I what was it? It was Ice Spice at the Dunkin'. We've had what else?
Ice Spice, Sabrina Carpenter twice, Wicked.
You know what we need to do? We need to do like a tier list of the best celebrity food collabs. We should do that. We should do a top bottom cuck chair of the best celebrity food collabs.
They did Juicy Couture? Wait, why do I need to see this?
Robyn's learning about the Dunkin' lore. Finally, the great compendium of knowledge is being opened for Robyn's lore.
I get spelled couture.
The Dunkings? Wait, did Burger King do a collab?
This was their like goofy little gimmick. They have like these people who represent them. They're the Dunkings. I do have to say, Dunkin', this is a little goofy AF.
Who the fuck is even like the CEO of Dunkin' Donuts? Like who is running the marketing department?
Are we talking about the CEO, or do we just want to know who the head of marketing for Dunkin' is?
Both. I need to know their entire organizational structure. Give me their entire hierarchy. I need to know who is responsible.
Jillian Nelson.
Jillian Nelson. Oh, wait. She's kind of a baddie, though.
She looks like she's like not even 2 years older than us.
She really just does look like just a
Let's
late
look at this
20s
woman's
woman.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, look at her LinkedIn.
Let's look at this woman's LinkedIn.
Get out of here. We're not signing in. Let's see. What is her
Does it give
credentials?
her age?
You can't look at her profile. Hold up.
I don't want people knowing my LinkedIn.
I know. Well, what if someone wants to connect with you? Or what if, like, what if the viewers wants to give you a job offer? You never know. Like, opportunity is around the corner.
She joined Dunkin' in 2011. Okay. So she just looks really young for her age, I guess.
Wait, the Dunkin' Donuts CEO is David Hoffman. Oh, wait, no, he's no longer the CEO. He's the CEO of Sky Zone. Wait, what?
Yo, Sky Zone is baller.
Dude, best business idea ever, okay? We call it the Jumpin' Bean, okay? We basically make a coffee shop, but there's trampolines. Tell me that it ain't a banger idea.
I think that would cause a lot of people to vomit.
Well, I mean, as we said, Starbucks is just adult, ice cream. And what do kids love most? Ice cream. So adults do have a pit of themselves that want to go and do kid things. So what do? You make a coffee shop, make it seem like it's for productivity reasons, but actually you're going in there just so you can bounce on some trampolines and hop on some caffeine. Boom.
I still think that is a recipe for constant vomit cleanup.
I think that's a feature, not a bug.
That's a feature, not a bug. Come here. Come to our place to throw up.
Exactly. That's why you gotta go to the Jumpin' Bean, open a next door, next to your house, right where you live, and we will find you. We will find you. And we will make sure you put a bean in your mouth and brew it with hot boiling water as we pour it in your mouth. This is the new torture method I'm conceiving. So that's why if you don't want us to hunt you down and find you, you better click on the video on screen right now. The next episode is just right around the corner. Maybe you might want to learn something from maybe something about anime. Yeah, maybe there's something you can learn about anime in the next one. Who knows? You could be anything.
Wait, what? We have an anime video? You always stop me from doing that.
I'm just trying to beat them in.
Or maybe you could let me do an anime video so that we could get these people over, you freak.
Good point. Go click on the video.
Click on it.